Missile boats of the Russian Navy's Pacific Fleet undertook live missile firing in the Sea of Japan on April 26, releasing Mosquito cruise missiles against a simulated target. This comes amid increased tensions even in the Western Pacific between the US plus its allies Japan and South Korea and the Russia-North Korea-China camp. Interestingly, the class and type of vessels that fired the missiles share a connection with the Indian Navy. 1. The Tormentor-class missile boats of the Pacific Fleet that participated in the exercise are also used by the Indian Navy, rechristened as war-class. Secondly, the Indian Navy's missile boats were also responsible for its sole and most successful military action that took place during the 1971 Indo-Pakistan War. The Soviet-made Osa-Class missile boats attacked and sank 2 destroyers, a minesweeper, and other support vessels of the Pakistani Navy at Karachi Harbour on December 4th and 5th in the legendary Operation Trident. Viewers, if you know why India celebrates its Navy Day annually on 4th December, please let us know in the comments box. While the Soviet-made Osa-Class boats have been long retired, 8 current Tormentor-class missile boats derive their names from the 25th Missile Boat Squadron that participated in Operation Trident. On April 28, 2016, INS Veer and INS Nipat were the first Veer-class corvettes to be decommissioned. Hello and welcome to News Affairs. Before we proceed, we request our viewers to subscribe this channel and please do not forget to share and like this video. According to a statement by the Russian Ministry of Defense, Tormentor-class missile ships numbers R-261 and R-298 from the Pacific Fleet missile ships fired the P-270 Mosquito M cruise missiles in the Sea of Japan. This was part of the winter training period inspection when the Mosquito missiles were live fired at a sea target in Peter the Great Bay. A surface action group made up of 2 boats conducted the joint missile strike against the mock enemy warship target more than 90 kilometers away. The 2 Mosquito missiles, one each from each of the 2 boats, successfully struck the target in a direct hit. Naval aircraft confirmed the target engagement. The Indian Navy conducted Operation Trident on December 4, 1971, immediately a day after the war erupted on the Western Front following the Pakistan Air Force's preemptive attack on 11 different airfields. 4 days later, Operation Python followed, in which the Indian Navy targeted the oil and fuel storage facilities around Karachi port. In the summer of 1971, India had acquired 8 Osa-class missile boats, rechristened Nashak, Nipat, Nirghat, Nirbhik, Vinash, Veer, Vijeta and Vidyut, along with the Styx anti-ship missile. The missile boats sailed within 70 nautical miles off Karachi, where the Styx was fired on sea and land-based targets. Since the Osa boats lacked the range for such a journey, the Indian Navy towed the 3 boats to the rendezvous behind Preta-class corvettes INS Kiltan and INS Kachal. A fleet replenishment tanker refueled the boats on their way back, accompanied by 2 anti-submarine warfare vessels. Nirghat fired the first Styx at the Pakistani destroyer PNS Khaibar when its commanding officer mistook the incoming missile as an aircraft due to the illusion created by the bright white exhaust against the night sky. The misunderstanding found its way into the radio transmission to the PNHQ after the Styx hit the Khaibar on the starboard side. The Indian Navy soon followed it up with Operation Python around December 8, 1971, where missile boat INS Vinash, accompanied by frigates Trishul and Talwar, hit the oil fields around Karachi. Russian Navy's live missile firing in the Western Pacific, the war in the Black Sea, and the Iranian Navy's employment of small, fast-moving anti-ship missile armed attack crafts and patrol boats demonstrate the relevance of even relatively smaller and simpler platforms. Moreover, smaller missile boats also allow bigger conventional powers to match the asymmetry posed by non-state actors like the Houthis. The Yemeni group's cheap drones and missiles, costing as low as $2,000 each, have not hit a single coalition vessel, but have been shot down by costly air defense missiles worth at least $2 million. Missile boats can undertake many of such smaller anti-air and anti-surface roles, freeing up gunnery and watch crews on destroyers and frigates to track larger enemy ships, engage ballistic missiles, or hunt for submarines. Jai Hind.